Hey everyone, it's me Michael here, and today we are going to be doing our 2021 MLS Cup Bracket Challenge. So without further ado, let's begin. I usually start off with the Eastern, but today we're going to start off with the Western Conference. So first game we're going to have Portland Timbers taking on Minnesota United. Honestly, I think much more was expected of Minnesota this season. But at the end of the day, I would say it was a bit of an underwhelming season from them. Portland getting fourth, I think that is a really good job from Portland. So for this match, I think it's going to be the Timbers that come up on top. Okay, so next match in the Western Conference, we have Sporting KC against Vancouver Whitecaps, and I think there's only one way this is going to go down, and I think Sporting KC will get the win. I think it is shocking how Sporting KC did not win or did not top the Western Conference. But I think Sporting KC is miles ahead of the Whitecaps, and that is why I will be going with Sporting KC to win over Vancouver. Next up, the final match for the first round of the Western Conference MLS Cup. We have Seattle against Real Salt Lake, and I know Seattle is definitely going to be the favorites in this one, playing at home with the squad that they have, such an incredible squad. And Seattle has always been that MLS club that could always maintain consistency. So is Seattle gonna make it to their fourth? Well, it could be fifth, all I know. But can Seattle make it to their fourth consecutive Western Conference Finals in 4 years? Because I've only been watching MLS for 4 years. I don't think so. I think Real Salt Lake is gonna win this game. Demir Krylak, Albert Rusnak, 2-0 shocking away win for the Real Salt Lake. That is what I am going to go for. In our conference semis, we have Colorado against Portland in the first match. And this is a really scrumptious match, I am not going to lie. Either team with a heavy possibility of winning. But I back Colorado. I think having that rest in that first week, and I think a lot of teams are going to learn from Philadelphia Union last season, whereby they did get an exemption for the first round, but they really did suffer due to that lack of game time in the conference semi. So I just think that Colorado, they will top this match and they will come up on top. Now to our other game in the semis, we have Sporting KC against Real Salt Lake. And although I backed RSL to win against Seattle, I think this is going to be an easy win for Sporting KC. They are not going to be wasting this opportunity to grasp that spot in the Western Conference Final. So my Western Conference Final is going to be Colorado Rapids against Sporting KC. What is going to happen in this one? We'll come back to this later on, alright? Now we will move on to the Eastern Conference. First game in the Eastern Conference is New York against Atlanta. I'm an Atlanta fan, obviously. And last week I was pretty confident that Atlanta was going to nick the win. But for some reason this week, the confidence has gone missing. And now when I look at it, I just think NYC is just too strong for Atlanta. We have played NYC a couple of times now in the playoffs, but I think this time around, NYC will probably finally get that victory against Atlanta. So NYC to go through. Next up, we have Nashville against Orlando. And I'm seeing a lot of people backing Nashville to win the MLS Cup. Am I going to back Nashville? Let's find out soon. But I'm not gonna lie, Orlando, I would not be shocked if Orlando were to pull a shocker here against Nashville. I think it's on the cards. But am I gonna go with Orlando? Hell nah. I think Nashville are just too strong. Hani Mukhtar, such an incredible form now. Yep, Nashville are gonna win this one. Next up, we have Philadelphia Union against NY Red Bulls, and I think the Red Bulls actually gonna come out on top on this one. So NYRB to go against Nashville in the conference semis for the Eastern Conference. Now our first game in the Eastern Conference, we have New England Revolution against NYCFC. And I reckon that New England is just too strong and they are going to march over NYCFC. However, if Atlanta were to get the victory against NYCFC, I do reckon that Atlanta could beat this New England side. But is NYCFC capable of doing so? I do not think so at the moment. So, and New England Revolution to go through and grasp that spot in the Eastern Conference Final. So the other match we have Nashville against New York Red Bulls. As much as I backed the Red Bulls just now, I think Nashville is going to nick this one, and you are going to get an Eastern Conference Final with a confrontation of New England against Nashville. So for my Western Conference prediction, what am I going to go with? Is it going to be Colorado Rapids or is it going to be Sporting KC? Oh, this is a tough one, but I reckon it's going to be Sporting KC that nicks the victory against the Colorado Rapids, and they will book that spot in the MLS Cup final. Now we move on into the Eastern Conference final. New England against Nashville. This would be such an interesting match to see who comes up on top. But I've got to back New England. At the beginning of the season, I said my two predictions, the two teams that I think stood a very good chance at winning the MLS Cup this season were going to be Toronto and New England. And at the moment, I mean, one of those teams I think finished 11th and the other finished first, breaking an MLS record. I think New England is just too strong, and New England will book that spot in the MLS Cup, getting the home advantage over Sporting KC. And who is going to win it? Who will win MLS Cup this season? Sporting KC against New England, I think that's a really good matchup. But I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think this is just going to be a 1-goal difference. So I reckon New England to win it. They are clearly, I think, the favourites, although they have played in 5 MLS Cups and won none. I think this season New England have got to be the favourites. Such a strong team. And yeah, my prediction is New England Revolutions to be the 2021 MLS Cup winners. I'm just going to end the video here. The teams that I think are most likely to win, the 3 teams I'm going to give is New England, I think are capable of winning this. Sporting KC also capable of winning this. Nashville, I mean, I know the dream, it would be such an incredible story if Nashville were to win, but I don't think that they are at that level yet. I would say Seattle and Atlanta probably. And yeah, I said 3 but I got 4. And yeah, I think that's it for the video. Post your thoughts down. Who do you think is going to be this season's MLS Cup winner? It's been your boy Michael. Ciao.